Hello friends, hello, welcome to our little coffee club. Today, as you guys saw the thumbnail, I'm gonna show you guys my very first attempt ever at pulling a shot with a bottomless portafilter. You know, on my Breville, I never did order a bottomless portafilter. I have never seen the point on using a bottomless portafilter other than making nice clips for videos or for Instagram or something like that. I don't really see the point in it. You know, obviously the flavor is gonna be the same. What matters is the basket that's inside the portafilter, not really the whatever's holding the basket. But you know what? Let me show you guys this 3.5 minute clip, about 3.5 minute clip that I made to show you my very first bottomless portafilter shot ever. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That took me a little while to make, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. But you know what? I do have to give you full disclosure. On there, it was actually, I filmed that 4 times. It was 4 different shots, and there were different takes from the different shots, depending on what I liked from each one. But yeah, I am gonna show you anyway. I'm gonna show you the very first shot I ever pulled on a bottomless portafilter, and I'll include that clip here. Now I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna put into the rest of this video. I already spent a lot of time making that 3.5 minute clip, but I am gonna show you my very first shot, and here it is. Okay, as you guys saw, pretty much the way the actual shot went down and it extracted is pretty much the same. There wasn't too much difference. Now, the reason why I used clips from the different takes was based on other factors. The lighting, the way that the camera focused, and certain things. It had technical aspects of the actual clips, nothing to do with the actual shots. The shots were fine. So I pulled 4 different shots. All of them were fine. None of them were perfect, I do have to say, as far as taste. Okay, as far as taste. The flavor, let me just say that a Slayer shot is not well suited for using a darker roast. So before I head out to try to pull my very first bottomless portafilter shot, I did a little research. And first of all, I don't think I finished explaining, but on the Brevo, I never actually bought one of these. I always used the spouted, and I didn't see any benefits of going to this other than, again, just to make it look nice for videos and stuff like that. And I wasn't making videos the whole time. So by the time that I started making the videos, by then I had already kind of made up my mind of upgrading to an end game type of machine. And I just never went ahead and ordered the bottomless portafilter for the Brevo. So I always use the spouted. And you guys saw when I unboxed the machine, I think I mentioned it on that video that I wasn't even planning on using this, but I did a little research as to how to pull a nice looking shot so I could create that little cinematic sequence, which I really enjoy doing. Moving forward, I do see myself, when I have time and I'm ahead of the game on my videos, to work on some of those little sequences. I really enjoy making it. I like looking back at it, and it's really nice. I gotta say, I really did enjoy making that. So, but anyway, I did a little research as to how to pull a nice bottomless portafilter shot, and one of the keys is having the right coffee. So for a bottomless portafilter shot, you want to use a darker roast, okay? Something like medium to dark, maybe not extremely dark, but at least like a medium to dark roast, like these are. Okay, these two are from Good Brothers. Now they have this new Neapolitan blend, and they have the liquid amber that they've had for a long time. I know the liquid amber pulls a nice shot, and the one you guys saw was the liquid amber. I already used this one as well. Both bags are open. This is the only bags, by the way, I haven't opened with you guys. Like, we always open the bags together. But since I wanted to create that sequence and I wanted it to be like a little bit of surprise, all of a sudden put up this video, which you guys were probably not expecting. So, I had to test the coffee, and I didn't dial them in. Again, they just worked. Everything on the Bianca just always seems to work. You can make it work by using the flow control. But I will say this, like I said, all 4 shots were not perfect as far as taste, as the flavor, okay? The shots themselves were a little bit bitter. So that's why I'm saying that the Slayer shot is probably not the way you want to go with one of these roasts. A medium to dark roast, like darker roast coffees, you don't want to do the Slayer shot. All of that time that the coffee is blooming and it's, that long pre-infusion, it just, you don't need that for these kind of coffees. for medium to lighter roast coffees, that's when you really want to do those long extractions. That's when you want to do that long blooming or long pre-infusion phase of the shot. Those kind of roast profiles, they benefit a whole bunch from the Slayer shot. And I gotta say, moving forward, I plan on using that a whole bunch when I'm using the lighter roast coffees that I usually favor. But you guys know that when I want to make a milk-based drink, I usually will go to something like this. Now, obviously, for creating that little cinematic clip, I wanted to use a darker roast coffee so you could kind of see those colors. And there's also a lot less chance of channeling, from my understanding, when you use a darker roast coffee. So, and on a bottomless, that's my thing against the bottomless portafilters, okay? That's the whole thing about it. That sometimes you'll get some channels and the coffee just starts spraying everywhere, makes a mess in your kitchen. I don't want to do that, okay? That's what I'm trying to avoid. Now, moving forward, depending on how you guys receive this video and the feedback I get back from you guys, maybe we'll go ahead and risk it later down the line and pull some of those shots. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Depends how this video does. Now, one thing I did find out in my little research, and again, I'm a hobbyist, so you run into people using porta paper. So porta paper, like these are from Good Brothers. You can pick these up from Good Brothers. They have it in two sizes. They have it for the 58 millimeters, and they also have it for the Breville. So if you're on a Breville and you want to use porta paper to pull nice shots that don't channel, go ahead and order some from them. That's the reason why I have them, because again, I don't want a big mess in my kitchen and having some channels and creating a mess. So you can avoid that by using one of these little filters. So again, when you use a filter like this, it doesn't mean that you're not getting channels. You might be getting channels, and you probably are. But what the filter paper does is it stops it from squirting out and you cannot see it. So even if you have a channeling problem on that particular shot, it won't show. It won't show, it won't be messy, and you still get a nice shot. So if you wanna make nice videos for Instagram, or you don't wanna risk having a mess in your kitchen, just get yourself some of these little filter papers and you can avoid all of that. And remember to use a darker roast. So basically that's how I did, how I ended up pulling those shots, and how it is that you don't see absolutely any channeling whatsoever. So moving forward, again, depending how this video is received and what you guys tell me, maybe we'll go ahead and risk it and pull some shots without the paper. But for now, I'm perfectly content using the spouted. And as a matter of fact, in today's video, we're gonna pull a shot. I'm gonna use one of these two coffees. I'm gonna use the liquid amber because I remember that coffee creating a whole bunch of crema. And if you guys see in the clip, there is like quite a bit of crema, but I think that this coffee gives you even more. I mean, it gives you a whole bunch of crema. So I think I have a suspicion that the filter is actually stopping some of those little micro bubbles from coming out. And it's stopping a lot of the crema. That's what I'm thinking. So today I'm just gonna use the spouted and see how much crema we get on the cup when we pull the shot. So let's go to the other counter. I'm gonna use the liquid amber. I still, believe it or not, I still don't even remember what I ground the coffee at. I will need to look at those clips I recorded a few days ago. I'm not about to do that right now. I wanna pull this shot right now and try this. So we're gonna pull a shot with the liquid amber, see if it gives us more crema by not including the filter. Let's go to the other counter and grind some coffee. So yeah, one last thing, John, that video with the French press, I think that might be the one right after this one. It should be coming up after this video, so stay tuned, it's coming. All right, so let's go ahead and dose out 18 grams. Anyway, guys, another update. The Akaya is still working flawless, not a single glitch so far. We'll see. Again, this could be one of those situations of, you get what you paid for. We'll see. We'll see. Wow, I just cracked the bag open. It smells so good. Holy cow. Okay, 18 grams. All right, of course we're gonna check retention. Hey, even on the little cinematic clip, you guys saw I was checking retention. Okay, always check retention for you guys. It looks like we're between 18 and 18.1 because it just flashed to 18.1 now. Oh, another thing, Iceman, I do plan, and next time I use we'll see, maybe we might need it today. As soon as, the next time that we get retention, I'm gonna go ahead and use the technique you told me and not to go crazy with the little pump and just use it nice and softly. I think, according to Iceman, I'm going a bit too crazy with that thing, and that's why I'm getting that mess with dust everywhere. So we'll see, we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, one thing I just thought of before I start the grinder. I was thinking, you know what? I think last time I was grinding like at 11 or 12 or something like that, but I was using the paper. Now, one thing that happens when you're using the paper is that the flow rate will increase. The coffee will brew faster. Your shot will pull faster. So, and that's, you know, kind of non-intuitive. You wouldn't think that. You add another layer of something in between, you know, the exit of the filter and your cup, and like how is it get faster? And you would think it would slow down. At least that's what I thought, but it definitely speeds up. So since I want to speed the shot up, I want to speed it up. I want to see if I get less bitterness. So I want to speed the shot up, and I'm not using the paper. So I'm gonna grind at 14. That is about as coarse as I've been on any coffee, I think, here since I've had the Bianca. So, and again, I'm not doing the Slayer shot today. I'm not doing any pressure profiling. I'm just gonna ramp up the pressure slowly. That's my plan, just to let it go up slow, and maybe we get like a 20 to 25 second shot time, and maybe the bitterness will be gone and be nice and smooth. I don't know. It's again, first time I'm trying to do this. All the shots you saw, all the shots I've pulled up until now were with the bottomless portafilter, and again, it was 4 of them, and I did them all basically the same way. So first time that I'm trying like this. So we're at 14 on the niche, no paper. So we'll see what we get. I think there's still a bean in there. I saw it going around. It just went through. Okay, I think we just got it. So we'll see if we got 18. Let's give it a little tap. What the? I don't know. This has never happened. I never gotten so much out before like this. Anyway, I use a spoon and correct it, get it back to 18. We must have had a bean stuck in there from before. All right, let me fix it. Okay, so no need for bellows today. Okay, so this thing says 18.7 and we want 18. So let's see how much I gotta take out of here. Wow, that's almost unbelievable. I just pulled any kind of amount and we're at 18.1. That was pretty much what I put in. So I'm gonna roll with that. All right, we're rolling with the 18.1. Let's see what happens. All right, let's start by doing the little WDT in here. That's been working, so why not? It's super fast and easy. Wow, this coffee smells good. All these Good Brother coffees, they all, for some reason, they have like extra scent. All right, everything's nice and hot. We are ready to go here. Okay, use our little dosing funnel. Make sure we don't have any spillage. Just take your time at the end, make sure it's nice and even everywhere. It's already declumped, it's just a matter of like making sure you have the same density of coffee everywhere. Tap it into place. All right, everything's nice and clean. Now we tap. All right, that didn't go down very far at all, but at least it didn't seem like it. It's nice and even tap. Little polish. Okay, the puck screen. Again, the puck screen is just to keep things tidy and clean. That way the grounds don't go up in your shower screen and start dirtying up the machine. Okay, we're locked and loaded. All right, so I have the cameras set up and we're getting ready here. Let's see how the Akaya performs today. So far, like I said, it's been flawless. Okay, set the paddle at 5 o'clock to start. Place my shot glass. This reminds me of something. So Carrie had told me that she has also an Akaya Lunar, and she has the base for it. I imagine it's something you sit it on, and now that I've been, when I used the bottomless portafilter the other days, when I realized maybe you kind of want one of those to get the cup closer, depending on the cup you're using, you want to get it closer to where the coffee comes out of, closer to the filter basket, so that you don't have a lot of splashing, because I did get a little bit of splashing, not too bad, but I did get a little bit of splashing, and that's probably could be avoided with that with the lunar base. I told Carrie it sounds very sci-fi, the lunar base. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and try to pull this shot. Let's see if we get something faster today. As soon as I start building pressure, I'm gonna close it quite a bit, because I want the flow to be slow in the beginning. Let's say it's not like a pre-infusion, but just like ramp up to 9 bars nice and slow, and see if we finish the shot in about, I don't know, 20 to 25 seconds, and see what the taste is like. All right, here we go. Okay, just let it ramp up slow. Here we go. I wonder how much crema we're gonna get. Again, that's part of why I'm doing this experiment, because I remember this coffee having a lot of crema. Okay, pretty much had to open it all the way, and it's still not even at 9 bars. Okay, so we got 40 grams out, and total shot time is 35 seconds. Since first drip is 21, so like a 14, what is that, a 14 second? It wasn't really a pre-infusion, it's just, I guess so, it wasn't coming out. I don't know, do you guys call that a pre-infusion? I imagine so, I don't know. But it looks like the amount of crema looks to me like it's about the same, like on those other clips. I don't think that the paper affected it much. So if you guys ever wondered if your crema is affected by having the filter paper there, I don't think, based on what I'm seeing here, I don't think so. It looks about the same. Let's taste it. It is a faster shot. This is faster than what I got on those video clips. Not by a whole bunch. Those shots were not too slow. They were like 40-second shots, something like that. I really don't remember right now, but they weren't like super slow. But definitely this is quicker. So let's taste it and see if that bitterness is gone and we have a nice balanced shot. Let's see. All right, cheers. I hope you guys are brewing something tasty. I hope I'm keeping you company here, and I hope you guys like that little cinematic sequence. Smells great in this kitchen right now, I'll tell you that much. Now, usually for straight shots, I like something lighter. For mixing with milk, then I prefer this. So I always like having both on hand for the different purposes. But every now and then I do enjoy this kind of flavor profile, like your regular kind of Italian tasting roast, something more developed that gives you those chocolate notes, caramel notes. Let's see if we have bitterness, or maybe it's gone. I mean, Slayer Shot seems to not favor a darker roast profile coffee. I do have to say that it's a lot better. It's a lot better. If there's any bitterness, it's way in the background. I have to taste it again. Hard to say, hard to say. I would need to, I mean, bitterness per se, perhaps there's still a little bit there, but it's the kind of bitterness that kind of complements the coffee. It's not like a bad bitterness. Before, on the other shots, it had a bit too much bitterness. It had a bit too much of that negative side of the bitterness. This one, yes, you can still detect it. It's not what I would call perfectly smooth. I don't know. I mean, but again, this little bit of bitterness, this touch of bitterness, it's not a negative thing. It is tasty. You do get a little bit of that dark chocolate caramel kind of that you always seem to find in this type of roast. And again, to mix it with milk, this is awesome. This is awesome. Oh, another fun fact. On that video clip, the latte art that I pulled at the end, it's probably like the nicest one I've ever done. And it just so happened that I got it on film and me making it, and it's probably the nicest latte art I've ever done. So I was so happy that, you know, I got it and I was able to use it for that clip. I thought that was so cool. I was like, man, I got so lucky here. Usually either I get nothing or, you know, I always get, you know what, I do have to say, ever since I went to the Bianca, the latte art has improved. With the Bianca, you always seem to get something, you know. With the Breville, every now and then you just got nothing, like, I don't know, like nothing. I wasn't able to do anything. But usually on the Bianca, you always end up getting something. But yeah, that was one of my nicest ones. I was so happy that I was able to get it on that particular clip. That's the one that everything came together. And that last shot, that was the very last shot that I pulled from the 4. And it seemed to have the most, things went well with that particular shot. The clip, the way the clip went, the lighting, everything was just right the way I wanted it. And most of what you saw is from the 4th shot that I pulled, but not all of it. There was a mix of clips from all the 4. Very tasty. This is by far the smoothest shot. For sure, with these kind of rolls, I won't be using the Slayer shots. This is something that I think is probably best to just ramp it up slow like I did and just go to 9 bars. The shot didn't even get to 9 bars. And I was surprised. The other day, Carrie told me that most of her shot, I think it was Carrie that commented that most of the time she doesn't go to 9 bars, like 8 bar shots, something like that. So curious. I thought everybody for the most part goes to 9 bars, but guess you don't have to, you know. It's your coffee, do it your way. Well, one last sip. Sad to see you go, buddy. Till we meet again. I hope you guys again had something tasty here with me. I hope I was able to keep you company for a little while. I have a feeling this is gonna end up like being one of my shorter videos. Again, the next one maybe is gonna be the one with the French press. I'll include that little clip that I recorded when we were at the Disney resorts at the Polynesian. And yeah, I mean, do you guys enjoy pulling shots with a bottomless portafilter. I mean, I don't see, you know, again, you know, just I rather just avoid the mess. If you're using the paper, you shouldn't get a mess. I mean, I don't see why you would, because that blocks those you know, squirts of channeled coffee to, you know, from happening. It just hides it. Doesn't mean that you're not getting it. You just don't see it. It doesn't. You can't see it. But again, depending on how you guys, depending on what you guys have to say about this video, maybe we'll revisit this and do it with no paper. And I hope I don't get a mess. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out somehow. And yeah, as far as channel updates, well, you know, I told you guys the Akaya so far has been performing flawless. I've pulled by now quite a few shots with it. And oh man, you know, I forgot to talk about the tools, the new tools. Anyway, we're gonna leave that for the next video. You guys comment something here. Let me know what you want me to talk about, what you want me to get into more in depth of what I've shown here and all this stuff. I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know. Comment below and we'll revisit this whole thing. I want to welcome some of the new subscribers. They, like I always say, they keep trickling in little by little. We always get a few more subscribers. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I really love it when you guys leave me comments. It really gives me encouragement to keep making these videos. I've said it so many times that filming myself making coffees, like, what's the point? But the engagement is what makes it worth it. You know, I learned something from you guys. Maybe you guys pick up a thing or two from me, and maybe I entertain you in some way. Maybe you get a little laugh here and there, whatever. But, you know, the engagement, those of you that have gone out of your way to subscribe to the channel and join us here in our little coffee club, Carrie, I appreciate you a whole bunch, always leaving me the comments. I look forward to it every single Sunday. So yeah, guys, please help me out by liking the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, comment something below. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and you know, I'll see you guys next week.